What's going on, everyone? It's Davey, and I'm back in Roblox BedWars, and today we're going to be going through an updated list of the best kits in the game, starting with the worst to the best. You can see. Poor builder. We're going to be starting out with the builder. I think you already know what's going on here. So we're starting out with the worst all the way to the best. I'm sorry, builder fans. But we're going to be going through here from the least to the best BedWars kits, and this is an update to my last video that I did, especially now that we have so many more kits. We have this new battle pass. We got so much stuff. So I'm going to be going through each pro and con for these kits. But before I begin, if you can do me solid and hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you like BedWars or Islands on Roblox. All right, so here's the deal with the builder. This is going to be a defensive kit. Basically, how the builder works is you go over here, you buy this hammer. So you can see the hammer costs 20 iron. So you can't even use the kit until you get the hammer, which already sets you back. You're already spending 20 iron to be able to use this. On top of that, you got to buy blocks, right? So you need to be able to buy blocks in order to be able to reinforce something. And on top of that, this is just such an expensive kit. So on top of that, you're going to go over here and you're going to defend your bed. And then it costs, you can see right here, it costs stuff to reinforce. It's costing more iron. It's just a big iron sink. Now, here's the problem with this. This right here, the stuff, your blocks are not, look at, I don't know how I broke that. It still looks like it still has health on it. But dude, look at what? Oh my gosh, I like broke it halfway. So it's just a bad kit. Overall, I don't really have to say much more about this kit, to be honest. It's really expensive. It's kind of weak because all it takes is for a fireball to be thrown at these, and these are broken. You gotta add some defense. We're gonna reinforce this a bit. See how expensive it is? It's 3 iron to reinforce stone. 3 iron. See, it's just so expensive. So it is a very slow kit. And of course, you know, because it is a defensive kit, there's no damage advantage. So you can get wiped out very easily. You can get behind very easily. And most of the time, you're going to notice that most builders do not have armor at all. They don't have any kind of armor because they've been spending it all on their defense. But see this right here? This is not going to save you from TNT or fireballs. Uh-oh. See, look at this. Again, 1 fireball is all it took them. 1 fireball is all it took him. Look at that. This is right here is why Builder is not a good kit. The next kit we're going to be doing is Melody. That's right. Melody is the second worst kit. I'm going to explain why. So Melody's decent if you're in a team. So in this scenario, we're going 1v1. Completely useless because all Melody can do is heal her teammates. That's all she can do. So she's, you know, not only useless for 1v1s, but she's also useless for in general because here's the thing. When you're going in with a group, you have to be really close to them. What does that mean? If you're going to be rushing an enemy, you're dealing 0 damage. So on top of that, you don't start with a guitar. So you can't start healing right away. You have to pay for your guitar for 20 irons. So not only are you down 20 iron, she's useless until you can actually buy your guitar. What am I supposed to do? Charm the enemy? This is why Trinity, Elder Kit, and Grim Reaper are, you know, way superior to Melody because they can do so much more. Like Grim Reaper, you don't have to spend any iron right away. So Grim Reaper has 0 upfront costs. This kit right here should automatically come with this. And on top of that, you should be able to have some kind of passive ability. I can't heal myself after I take damage. So if you were able to heal yourself afterwards, this kit would be way more valuable. So the only thing that you can do with Melody, honestly, in 1v1 is ignore that you even have a kit because like I said, it's pretty useless. So again, this is what's going to happen to you if you use Melody. Nothing you can do. Next up is our third worst kit. That's right. Third worst kit is going to be Davey. And you're going to ask me why Davey, Davey? Davey's so awesome. You can launch TNT. Davey's so great. I'm going to show you exactly why Davey is not a great kit. So here's the challenge with Davey. First off, you can't do anything with your kit until you buy a cannon. Cannons are not cheap. Look at 20 iron. So still, again, similar issue as Melody, similar issue as Builder in that you have to buy something or to be able to use whatever your abilities are. So again, 20 iron out the gate. That means you're already in a disadvantage, right? Because the opponent who could be kitless, they could be Elder, they could be anything else. They don't have to spend anything. They're already on the run. They're already going mid. They're already bridging to you. So this is a really disadvantage. This is why this kit, as well as Builder Kit and Melody Kit, are considered support kits. Support kits are going to be a little bit weaker. They're going to cost a lot more upfront. And the intention here with these kits is that you should have some teammates that are carrying you, right? You shouldn't be carrying them. So the idea is here is you're supporting your teammates. Now, the good thing about Davey is you can launch these things remotely. Bad thing is you're stationary. So check this out. So I'm going to place this here. We have to aim the cannon. which is kind of difficult. Look at, so if you're first person, it's really bad. If you try to zoom out, you can't get out of it. You can do it from here. The best thing I've found is kind of go to the side here, then aim so you can see, so your character's not blocking the cannon. So if you're gonna aim, just kind of go to the side a little bit. Don't go in front of it. Go to the side of it a little bit, and then just kind of aim that way so you're not blocking it. Now the downside is this aim system is horrible, and I no offense to the devs, it's just a really bad aiming system because wherever you're aiming, technically it goes way higher. So if I aim down like straight across like this, the TNT is actually not going to go where I'm aiming. The TNT is going to go all the way over. So if I'm trying to aim at this guy and I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm going to wait for him to get close and then I'm going to fire. See how high that goes? And by the time these launch, he's already moving. Or he's fireballing me and I'm done. And now I've got to go and buy some more, right? So I'm going to go buy some more. And now I'm out of cash. So now I've got TNT. I don't have any iron to be able to go and bridge across. So this is why this is only really good for support. But if you're doing this kit, I'm going to be really embarrassed being on your team. Let me tell you, any of these kits that I've mentioned so far, I would look at you and think, oh God, I'm on this guy's team. Because I've never seen, and I'll tell you this, without a doubt, I've never seen a teammate do well with any of these kits I'm showing you right now. So now you might be thinking DB, but here's the thing. You can totally, like, you can break their base and stuff like this. Look at this guy. He's got it. You know, if he's got a bow, I'm done for. So I'm going to go and launch this. Okay. I just wasted some TNT. So now I got to go aim again. And this entire time he's preparing, he's adjusting his plans. Now I'm going to go. And I missed. You know, and so you have to compensate all that with just gameplay skills. And that's not, I mean, that's the whole point of the kit is to give you advantage. I just left my cannon over there because it's just bad. It's just bad. Now I got to rely on other skills. This is just the easy summary of why DB's bad. You might be thinking, well, you know, DB, I can use him in 30v30s. It's just, dude, use a better kit. DB's cool. He's fun. He's great for casual play, but there's other kits out there. Now, Builder and Melody are beginner level kits. Just as a note, I forgot to mention that. Those are beginner level kits. So if you're looking for, you know, something easy to play with, those are decent kits and easy to use. But this one is going to require a lot more advanced skills. So you can technically use this. It was only good for trolling so for a while there because, you know, players were able to use cannons to like kill other players by placing them because of suffocation. So if you actually stood on a cannon, you would take damage, which was pretty bad. Next up, we're going to the fourth worst kit, which is the Infernal Shielder. You might be wondering, DB, why are you dissing my favorite kit? I love the Infernal Shielder. Infernal Shielder is pretty decent depending on if you know how to use them. You know, more advanced players can use them pretty well, but for the most part, I've destroyed almost every single Infernal kit that I've ever seen. The one thing though I will tell you is you don't have to buy the shield. Finally, you don't have to buy a shield. Check it out. You come pre-equipped with it, so you can pretty much rush. This is a great rushing kit if you know how to use them. Now, the nice thing about this kit is you don't take any knockback from arrows, right? So pretty much you go like this. Now look how slow I walk though. I'm at like a snail crawl. So when I come over here, he's got a bow, right? If I come right here and come across to him, he can't knock me. I am taking a little damage because I don't have any armor. So, you know, I'm already dying without even getting to his bed yet. So, you know, because of that snail crawl, so I have to go get armor in order for me to be able to be effective. Now, it does become more effective when you have a little bit of armor. Definitely helps. And if you were to take some hits with the sword while shielded, it does reduce damage now. When the kit first came out, it didn't do that. But now you do have reduced damage. So now, while I was up here on top of these blocks, I could have shielded and he wouldn't have been able to knock me. So if you're at his base and you're worried, to go like this, and then now you can heal up. Now, if you had better armor, he wouldn't do any damage to you. He's only doing a little bit of damage. Now I can just kind of walk back. So again, this is a great kit for this, but beyond that, not so great. The next kit we're going to be talking about is going to be the Baker. He gets neglected a little bit, but he's pretty good. He's a bit better than Infernal Shielder. I'm going to show you why he's not that great of a kit though. I think he's kind of underestimated in, you know, the potential. If you really know how to use him, he can be really deadly, especially if you're a skilled player. He can be really, really annoying. You can buy apples to heal yourself, and you can also buy speed pies. That's where this kit can become very powerful, is through the speed pie. Now, you know, apples are great, especially if you're getting kind of like hammered by a lot of players over and over, or if you know you want to do like a hit and run, then you could do so. So again, you do need emeralds, which is a challenge. You have to go and get them. Big inconvenience having to go get emeralds in order to be able to just make pie. This is why this, you know, kit is a little weak to me, is there's other things I'd rather spend the emeralds on that are really critical to your game. One example would be balloons, and apples being 30 each is a little crazy. Here's how the pie works. So you can see it is just a little bit of a speed boost. You can definitely outrun other players using this. and we outran him, which is really, you know, that's a nice advantage if you're just trying to go for that final kill. But who's really going to use this kit beyond that? It's like, it's not a big damage dealer. It gives you a little bit of a speed boost, but now with dodos are really the best thing to go after if you can. So, you know, again, Baker's pretty good, but I don't know. I think there's some better kits out there. Raven is the next one on our list. Now, the difference between the kits we just went through and this kit is that this kit is not a Game Pass kit. The other ones were Game Pass kits. So if you have the Game Pass, this kit comes, you know, just through XP grinding, right? So it's not a big deal. You don't have to really buy these. Now, the other kits that we were recovering, are you really going to be spending $3.99 on kits that maybe aren't so great? And that's really, you know, what this video is about. I get asked all the time which kits are good and worth getting, and that's what this video is really about. So let's go ahead and jump into it with Raven, and we're going to show you whether or not this kit's decent. Now, the Raven's a fun kit. I will tell you it is a fun kit, but it's not a powerful kit, and here's why. Ravens require 3 to 4 Raven hits in order for you to be able to kill an enemy, and unless you're doing a final blow or you're trying to take someone out that's ballooning or something, it's not really worth that investment. So I'm going to show you right here. The Raven is 1 emerald. It's hard enough that you have to deal with like someone rushing, let alone going out and getting a bunch of, you know, emeralds. So unless you have a stack of emeralds, this, you know, it's really good in like 30s. Like if you're gonna do like a really big round, probably decent. But if you're trying to do something like this or a squad match, it's gonna be rough because you have to have enough emeralds as it is. He used the Raven on me too, and you can see it got me down to 64. Not enough, so he just wasted an emerald. You see he hit me again. Now I'm down to 61. Not worth it. So we're gonna attack him as well. We got him twice, but again, it's just a big waste because unless you get that 3rd hit on him, you're not going to kill him. Now, I'm not sure if sword sharpness does affect the Raven, but as you can see, it's definitely not worth it yet. Now, if you had a bunch of Ravens, then it's a different story. See, I've already used so many emeralds. So at that point, I've wasted 6 emeralds and I hit him so many times. So you have to ask yourself whether or not Raven's a decent kit. Now, you could be really annoying if you have someone on, you know, kind of like cornered. It could totally be worth it, but chances are you're not going to have them cornered. The other thing you got to realize is Ravens cause you to be stationary for a bit. So here's my counter. So he hit me a bunch, and this is the 4th one right here. And unless I kill him after 4 Ravens, you can see it's not worth it. But I would say he's still not that good. You saw how many times I got hits on him with the Raven. Next up, we got Lassy. Lassy's a lot of fun. You know, you can see we're kind of going up from these, and Lassy's free this week, in fact. But she's a lot of fun if you know how to use her. We're kind of climbing into like the good kits now versus the bad kits. These kits you can still be very effective with. She does require a little bit of more skill, but not too much. I would say kind of like beginner to kind of intermediate. She only requires 16 iron for her lasso too. So a little bit less. So she's really good against like rushers. That's the only thing, after a while, that's the only thing she's really good at, is really going to be a little bit of reach. At some point, she kind of levels out. So like if you're going a little bit more, you know, deeper. So if you're, you know, going up against someone that has full armor, like diamond armor or something, it's real sketch. Like you don't really want to be risking doing this while they're purling to you or throwing fireballs or shooting you with a crossbow. It's a little bit harder to do this kind of stuff at that point. It just takes too long. See that time? By the time you do this, you're already taking damage. So that's why she's not going to be as good in those scenarios. You see, this is just an example real quick of someone trying to bridge to you. And you can just pull them. You can technically pull them in the void. If you get it right, you can pull them straight into the void, which is kind of the idea. Typically, you want to be prepared to just have it ready to go. There you go. Killed him before he could pearl too far. This is a scenario you could technically lasso him at. He fell. But Lassy is really good. I don't think she's the greatest. There's still better kits. Next up is Cletus. That's right. Cletus is better than Lassy, and you're going to see why shortly. Now, Cletus is not very good for 1v1s. I mean, it's just so, you know, he's really like a support class. Much like some of these other ones, it's kind of unfair to be saying like this one's a pretty good solo class. This one's a decent solo class, but can be used as support. This is definitely support. Pirates support. Builders support. So, you know, that means you need to put a lot more weight on someone that's decent at the game. So if you have someone that's very aggressive playing with you, then these could work out pretty well. So like I said, Cletus is definitely a support class or kit. He's not going to be a solo kit, so I would never recommend him in this situation where we're doing, you know, 2v2s or anything like that. It's going to be a little bit more long going, so you're going to be hoping for a long game, not a short game. If you're anticipating a short game, I would say faster to ability type kits. Like I said, kits that don't really require any upfront purchases for your abilities would be good. Try to get any kits that are going to save you time, not, you know, require time. You know, Grim Reaper is a great 2v2, 1v1 style kits, but then you got like kits like this one that are not. This one's going to be a little harder. You know, VRX knows that, you know, I'm Cletus, so he's going to give me a little bit of time to kind of show you. But look how much it costs for us to do our first one. 110 iron. Pretty much what you need to assume is you are not class at first. So if you're really good at the game, you can use Cletus. If you're really good at the game, so essentially what we have to do is we have to assume, well, we need to upgrade all our stuff before we can even use this class. So you got to hope that he's not going to rush us. And so I got a bridge right away and start farming some diamonds. And so we got 3 here. We're going to wait for 1 more. We got 4 and he's still farming over there. So now I can upgrade this and have a chance to even get that stuff. But would I really be spending money on diamonds inside of a match like this? Absolutely not. But in a squad match, I totally would. You see he's already coming across. I think he's going to go for his diamonds. Yep, he's going for diamonds. So we're going to want to invest in armor just in case so we don't fall too behind. See, he's going for some emeralds, it looks like. Oh, he's got a dodo. That's not good. That's not good. So let's try to cut him off. He's going to go after our diamonds. So we have to go after him. We got to get his. We have to attack him. We have to. I just took his resources. That was important for us. But we're going to run. We got to run from him. He doesn't have any blocks, so we blocked him off right then. So that was essential. That was super critical for us. Now what we can do, now that we have so much, we can start saving some iron. Now we have a crossbow because he dropped all those emeralds. Now he's going to run. I think I went a little too aggressive on this round. Again, this is not a good generalized kit, and that's why some kits are only really good for certain purposes too. That's important to note is that not all kits are going to be great in all scenarios. That's why I personally tend to use a kit that's going to be great in all scenarios whenever I play versus being super particular. But you can see right here, we can afford this. And so let's go ahead and plant that. And I've got one of these, so we'll go ahead and plant that. The other downside is that, you know, trolls can break your stuff. So that's something I should have mentioned as part of Davey is that trolls can totally break your stuff. So if they want to like grief you, they can break your cannons. Oh no. Did he fall? He's not dead. Oh no. Where's he at? Is he stuck down there? Oh no. Is he stuck? Is he totally stuck? Oh, he's totally stuck. Oh no. He's stuck. Oh no. Jeez. That was funny. All right, so that is Cletus. Like I said, decent kit. But here's the thing. Cletus got replaced by Beekeeper Beatrice. So if you want something that's way better than Cletus, it's going to be Beekeeper Beatrice right now. But next up is going to be Vulcan. Vulcan's just a lot of fun. I have to tell you, love Vulcan. Is he the most powerful kit? No. But, you know, if you're looking for a really fun kit, he's decent. Now, as much as I love the look of Vulcan and I love the turrets, there are some weaknesses to the Vulcan, and we're going to cover those right now. The main weakness for Vulcan is when you're using turrets, you are stationary as a player. That means you need to go and find a safe place while you're on your tablet, because if you are not in a safe place, you are easily killed. And if you're easily killed, you're no longer in the turret, making you kind of useless. The other thing I would say is the turrets are only good early game. At some point, they're only good for knockback because after a while, they stop causing damage. So if you are like going up against someone that's armored, then you're going to be in some trouble. So great against rushers, definitely a support class in my opinion. You could solo with it, but it's going to be really hard to solo with it. I've gone up against other Vulcans in the past, and typically easy to get them unless they really know how to play. If they know how to play, they're going to be pearling everywhere. They're going to be avoiding you like a sniper. So they're going to be jumping around, hiding again, jumping around. They're going to, they're pretty much going to be on the move constantly. Now, the turrets do cost 1 emerald, so you're going to need to go and get, emeralds as soon as you can. You don't want to wait too long. So we got our emerald. Let's go ahead and get this real quick, and let's get our turret just in case he charges. And you want to put your turret in a station, in a strategic place. But the problem, like I said, is if they take out your turret, you're done for. Again, you got to put yourself in a safe place too. So we're going to go ahead and block this out. And if I'm going to go into turret mode like this, then I got to make sure I'm in a, decent place. Like I said, they're going to be annoyed with this at first. It definitely causes some knockback. You're going to start noticing that they're going to start defending like this. It doesn't cause them that much damage either. So you're not going to kill them right away. But you can see they can't bridge. They can't go anywhere. And all the while you should be on your iron because then you can do that. You see, I'm totally armored up, whereas I wouldn't have been. So that's a nice plus too, is it gives you a little bit of a reprieve, I guess, from getting attacked. So if you're looking for something to give you a little bit of time before you get attacked, that's a good way to do it. But here's the weaknesses. Like I said, it's stationary. It does cost you an emerald. So if you don't have any emeralds, if you're stuck at your base for any reason, you're going to be hurting. The other nice thing about it, though, I would say, is if you're away from your base, you can use it to check on your base. So if they're rushing you or anything like that, you can go, look back at your base and see what's going on. Where did you get this armor? How did he get that armor, dude? We're waiting for him to try to cross. He knows he can't. He has to pearl over. That's the other downside is if you wait until late game, they can easily pearl past your turret. So there's just so many, even if he like uses a fireball to your turret, lots of different ways late game. So it's only really good, like I said, early mid game. After a while, it just becomes kind of useless. Oh, he died. Next kit we're going to be using is Pyro. This is an advanced kit, which means you need to be, in my opinion, you need to be an advanced player to use this kit effectively. Otherwise, it's going to be a little hard for you to use. Now, this is a battle pass only kit. So if you're wondering about this one, how to get it and such, you're going to require the battle pass. So you don't have to buy this one. That's a big difference. So the key with this one is knowing how to use the weapon. If you don't know how to use the flamethrower, then you're in trouble. The other problem you have with this one, which is a little challenging, is that you do require emeralds to be able to buy this thing. So check this out. Do you see the cost? It is 2 emeralds to buy the flamethrower. Now, the nice thing is if you die, you don't lose the flamethrower. That is a big plus. In these rounds, it's pretty easy to get emeralds very early. So you should be able to get the flamethrower pretty quick as long as you can beat them to the middle or just control mid. Like I said, this is an advanced kit, which means you need to be decent. Okay, what I mean by that is you need to be able to multitask. You need to be able to think quickly and know how to switch weapons quickly. So if you can't switch weapons quickly, this is going to be a really hard weapon for you. So I already got 2 emeralds here. We're going to drop a couple just in case we need them later, but I'm going to show you this. The other great thing about the flamethrower is you can upgrade it. So I'll show you here. So we got the flamethrower and we're going to go ahead and get just for progression here, we're going to go get some blocks, but we're going to go out back to mid. And how this works, if you hit X, you can see like you need embers. Well, to get embers, you need to kill players. So we need to be able to kill him in order to be able to get new embers. So you can see here, if I flame him, I can do more damage to him than is normal. So it gives you a bonus damage against your enemy. Now, the cooldown after you use the flamethrower is pretty bad. It's pretty rough. So, I lost my embers because of that. So we're going to get, it helps having some, armor. Go ahead and get a pearl. We're going to go and pearl in on them. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is VRX and I are just kind of messing around. We're not really trying to compete or anything. So we're playing, we're trying to kill each other and get each other's beds, but not too crazily. So you can see I just got him. Now I have an ember. So with that ember, what I can do is I can select my flamethrower. See, I gotta take off or else he's gonna chase me down. I can upgrade stuff. So I'm gonna upgrade my fire damage. Now while it's doing that, I can't use it again. So see how he's coming after me? He knows it. See, I just did way more damage to them. Now, I do have armor, so you would have killed me. But I have 8 M's now, so I can go get better armor. But once you're armored up with this thing, it's a beast. So we're going to get diamond armor, and we're just going to destroy him. Now, the upgrades to the flamethrower are not super significant. What I mean by that is they're not overpowered. There's not a big significant change or increase. So if you're hoping for something that's going to be like, oh my gosh, by upgrading my ember, I'm going to be making double damage. No, it's just slightly. It's slightly more, but not much. You're better off like getting a crossbow or something else. So that is the flamethrower. He's a lot of fun. Next, we're going to be doing the bounty hunter. So this is, a little bit better than the pyro in my opinion. The bounty hunter is a battle pass kit, so you don't have to buy this as long as you have the battle pass. So we're going to do that. So bounty hunter is really cool. I like them. Like I said, there's some weaknesses. The main weakness is if you're in a match that's like a 30v30, or if you're like, in any kind of like even squads can be a little rough at times, then it's going to take a little longer because your targets, there's so many more players and you have to really be able to be near them. You might get third partied. What third party means is someone else might attack you while you're trying to get your target. So as soon as you kill your target, they kill you because you're already low. So there's a lot of negatives to the bounty hunter, in my opinion, that would make it not very good for those types of modes. So the nice thing about it is if you own it, you could just choose when to use it. But if you're looking for a kit that's going to be well-rounded and you don't have that much Robux, this is not the kit for you. Granted, it is a battle pass kit, so you wouldn't be buying it specifically. And there's plenty of battle pass kits for you to choose from, but that would not be a very balanced comparison. So this one, like I said, pretty good, especially in these matches. I've got one target. Now this is going to be pretty unfair because he's my only target. So anytime I kill him, I have a good chance to get loot. So that's a really, really big plus. So we're going to be going through here. I got to just go and kill him. So let's go get some diamonds first. And if I can kill him quickly, then I can get 2. Typically, they give you 2 emeralds. Now, this map, you can get plenty of emeralds without having to kill. But the reality is every single time I kill him, I'm getting loot, which is pretty killer. No pun intended. Now, the one thing I like to do is I typically like to get pearls to take out beds. But this time, we're going to get a pearl specifically so I can pearl to him after I shoot him with an arrow. Because, again, I get loot if I kill him. There we go. I just got loot. Got 3 emeralds from that. That's a lot of loot. There we go. More loot. You can see I just got more emeralds because of that. So every single time I kill him, I'm getting more loot. And we're already diamond armor. So you can see it's pretty powerful if you know what you're doing and if you're in the right game mode for it. If you're not, then it's going to be a little harder. You can see I'm already fully stacked. He's running away. He's like, oh God. Oh God, no. He knows he needs to bow me now. Oh, is he really going to block himself in? But yeah, he's a really good kit if you know what you're doing, especially in 1v1s. But in some cases, he's not such a good kit. Next up is Warrior. This is a pretty beginner-friendly one. The Bounty Hunter is, like, I would say intermediate to advanced. This one's, like, I would say very beginner-friendly. It is another Battle Pass kit, so, you know, this is just giving you a little bit more value add to know that there's a lot of Battle Pass kits that are really good. I would say out of the top 12, there's 6 kits that are from the Battle Pass. To give you an idea, if you were thinking about the math for that, you get a lot of kits. So if you're looking for, like, the best bang for your dollar, I would go for the Battle Pass for sure. So the great thing about this kit is you can get armor for 10 iron less for each. So, you know, it's cheaper. Instead of the 60, you can see it's 50 iron. So you can get armor really, really fast. Now, Warrior does not have diamond armor. It has Warrior armor instead, which costs 10 emeralds. So it is a little bit more expensive, but you get way more powerful armor in exchange for that. So here we go. I'm going to show you. This is only costs 50. So because of that, I have extra iron I can use for a sword very quickly. Now, if you add armor bonus to your diamond upgrades, you're going to be smoking like this. So there's that max armor here. Again, this is crazy good armor. So we're going to head over, upgrade our sword. So now we got an iron sword with this armor. We're in good shape. So again, this is a great kit. Very powerful. There are some better kits out there, in my opinion. It's a decent kit, but there, like I said, there are better kits out there. Oh no! Oh no! Oops. All right. So that was the Warrior. Like I said, Warrior's a lot of fun. Still, like I said, there's more powerful kits, and they have their own spin on them. So this is the next one is going to be the Beekeeper Beatrice. She's really, really powerful. Like, you know, similar to Cletus, she's going to be a support class. Not very good for 1v1s or even doubles, but we're going to go and use her for an example so you can see how she is. All right. So with the Beekeeper, you do need a bunch of iron. You need 60 iron to be able to do your beehive. The other downside of this kit, similar to Cletus, is that your teammates can troll and grief you. So if you're in like a 30v30s or maybe with a public group who has a bunch of trolls, this is going to be a problem kit for you, because I've had so many rounds where people thought it was funny just destroying my beehive that I spent 60 iron on, completely destroying the round. So you got to be careful with that. So like I said, you need 60 to be able to get this. After that, you can go around collecting bees. You see we got some bees above us. In order to be able to get the bees, you might need to build upwards. So I think I saw some bees up here floating around. Oh, there's one right here. So you just hold down F and you can get it, and then you deposit the bee. Select the bee in the deposit, and then what's the nice thing about this is you get extra iron, and it doesn't have a cap. Unlike this has a 100 cap, that one doesn't. So the other thing you can do is you can do multiples of these. I wouldn't recommend that, but you can. So we're looking for some more bees. Oh, here's one up there. There we go. Now we have a tier 2, so we have 2 bees in there. I think he just used obsidian on his bed. He's just used obsidian. I can get past that pretty easily. There's our tier 3. Get our armor. Get our pickaxe. See, he put obsidian underneath that. He's worried that I'm going to get his bed again, which I am. I'm going to get his bed again. So I need another bee. I think we can go after him now. He's got emeralds that I want. Why isn't he getting me? He's not coming out. I think he's going to be so mad. He's going to be so mad. Look at him. Look at me. Look at him. Oh God, he's so mad. Look at him looking in. Look at him. Oh, dude. And we got 6 bees in here. Look, we're getting diamonds now. We got 8 diamonds. So again, you can see a noticeable difference between this kit and Cletus, right? All right, just upgraded that again. And we're going to pearl over to him. There we go. So again, she's super powerful. I don't want to call her overpowered, but she's pretty well balanced. Now, Wizard is a really, really fun class. And the reason why I say this, or kit, the reason why I say this is you can do these really crazy cool blasts from a distance. Only one of the attacks, in my opinion, are decent. The other attack's okay if you have maybe someone that's bunched up, like a bunch of like enemies bunched up together, then it kind of shakes them all up. It kind of softens them all up for, you know, a cleanup. But without a cleanup crew, you're not going to really be able to do that yourself very easily. So you can see right here, it does require 3 emeralds, which is a downside to this class. Depending on the match that you're in, it could be pretty easy to get emeralds. Now I've got the staff. So now you don't lose this if you die, which is really great. But I'm going to show you this attack. We're going to try to knock him in a second. Let me get some armor real quick. There we go. So we can kind of troll him from here too. That's what's great about this one. I took his emeralds, which is pretty important. Look at him so mad. He's coming after me. So I'm going to throw lightning down on this bridge. And he's knocked. Again, super great weapon here. He's so mad. Now we're going to take out his bed since he chased after me. We got to take him out. So we need to soften him up a little bit right here. And while he can't come out, we're taking out his bed. Again, we could keep doing this all day. Oh, he fell. His pearl fell. That was actually a good idea. He pearled to get out to try to take my bed, but he fell, which is a bad pearl. So like I said, Wizard's really, really good if you know how to use them. You saw how I used that lightning to block the bridge. So really great at knocking people. Great against rushers. Great against clearing bases. So if you're trying to clear a bed that's really, you know, like everyone's kind of bunched up together, you can clear them. Really great kit. Very underrated in my opinion. So Trinity Kit is a really good kit. It is good for mostly, in my opinion, solo. Now you can use it for team, you know, heals and such, and it is decent for that, but it's not going to be quite as often. It's not going to be as good because it's not often that you're going to be that close to your teammates. Typically speaking, when you're attacking, unless you're really all bunched up together, like I would say about this far from each other, you're not going to be able to heal your teammates. The other thing you need to be aware of is that you do need 3 kills in order to be able to activate any kind of abilities with this kit. That means this kit is useless. It's basically like having no kit without having 3 kills to evolve. So we'll show you in a minute. But you're going to notice I need to kill him 3 times to be able to activate this kit. That means in this kind of match, it's probably not going to make any sense because I'm trying to go for this straight for the bed. So in a 1v1, you're going to want to use a different kit, like maybe Grim Reaper or something. But in squads or, you know, even doubles, it'd probably be decent because you can get a lot of kills in doubles, squads, duels, and such. So we're going to have to go and get some stuff here because we need to get some kills. So I only have a bow and arrow right now. So I'd have to kill him with my bow and arrow. Okay, we're gonna have to redo this one. We're gonna have to redo this one. Oops. We're gonna redo this one. VRX is gonna kindly let me get 3 kills so I can show you the abilities. Everyone say thank you, VRX, in the comments. Thanks, special thanks to VRX for helping me out with this. We need to get 3 kills. Hey, come back here. He was trying to go to my base. You saw that, right? You saw that. So you see this progress bar on the screen? That is pretty much what we're dealing with right now. So you can see it's 1/3 of the way because we need 3 kills. It'll go like 2/3 of the way once we get the second kill. That's how that works. So now we need to get our second kill here. He's going to kindly let me kill him again without running away, hopefully. He's going to run away again. Look at him. Look at him. He's running away. He's running. How dare him? How dare him? How dare he run? No one wants to get killed. No one wants to get killed. We're not going to let that happen again. Nope. Nope. Not going to happen. Okay, you can see now we get the option to choose Light Angel or Void Angel. Now, I would say this kit's only good for Void Angel, and the reason why is you can heal yourself as Void Angel, and 9 times out of 10 players are going to be by themselves, right? So in this case, I just evolved to Void. Light Angel is just not as good because of the fact that you have to be near your teammates very closely. So you can see I'm healing myself when I hit him. He's going to try to run to my base, and we're going to kill him. Enough of this. Enough of this. He's going to throw another Raven. That's what he keeps using, his Ravens. Look at. I'm going to let him shoot the Raven. Look at him shake his head no. Oh, this is bad for him. He tried to run away from me. How dare you run away from me? Next up is a really fun kit, but I have to say I'm pretty bad at it. It is Jade. She is a kind of, I would say, intermediate to advanced, mostly advanced, in my opinion, to be really good with her. You just need to know her timings, and you need to know like the distance of her jump. You need to know a lot. So you need to practice with her quite a bit. Some people can save their falls, by the way. So if they get knocked, she does this little jump, right? So you have a chance to get back on the bridge or platform if you get knocked by like an arrow. She does require an upfront investment for you to be able to get her hammer. But once you have her hammer, it's pretty interesting. But it's only 40 iron now. That's not as bad, but it's still like getting a bow, right? The nice thing about it is compared to when it first released, I remember I was complaining that the hammer used to get lost when you would fall into the void. They made it so that you keep your hammer, so it's a little bit better than it was. The nice thing about Jade, she's a really good rushing kit. So if you like rushing, she's really good for that. She can jump over gaps. So like if you don't have enough blocks, you can go with like half blocks. Oh, nice. Look at this. You can also triple jump with the dodo. That's something also that came about as people discovered you could do a 3rd jump with her in the air. So we're going to do that in a minute. So let's go and get our hammer. So you can see right here, he's not ready for this. Oh, he overleapt. He overleapt. So again, a really, really great kit. You saw it. I didn't even have to bridge over. I took out his bed right away. He jumped. He didn't have enough time, and he went over. So again, great kit. Here's the cons with her is fall damage, timing, and there's no way to know the cooldown on that. They haven't added a cooldown bar yet on her hammer. So you don't know when your jump's ready. You kind of just have to do it from memory. Also, distance isn't really, readily available, so you don't know where you're going to land. So again, it's kind of rough. So the next kit we're going to be covering is one of my favorites. So we're starting to get into like my top 5, okay? These are my top 5. Starting at the bottom with Elder Tree. And we're going to cover the pros and cons of Elder Tree because he definitely has some cons. I'm going to go through the cons that I don't like about him. This is why I don't always use him. He looks really cool too. I don't know what they did with the flames, but look at all the black. Like everything's like, I don't know if it's Roblox or what, but everything's like black flame right now. Kind of ghostly. I think it's Roblox. All right, so with this kit, you know, it's pretty straightforward. You can bridge right away. That's a huge advantage. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy armor. What you really need to be doing is you need to get out right away and look for orbs. You look around your base initially. Over time, lots and lots of orbs can start spawning, but at first it's kind of, you know, they're kind of sparse. So you kind of have to look around for them. Typically speaking, what I like to do is I like to go around and grab at least some resources early on. You know, if you need to, go ahead and get diamonds on the way back, but we're looking for orbs. And I think it takes a little while. Oh, there they are. They're black now because of the colors. So you want to get orbs as fast as you can. I didn't know they're black now. So you can see one over there on diamond. This is a really great kit. And so you can see I'm already 40 health more than other players. The downside is I can't buy armor, which is not that big of a deal, like I said. I mean, that means I can just basically invest in better swords, right? So now I can get an iron sword. So I'm already stacked more than he can be, which is kind of the pay to win aspect. You see, I'm already bigger than him. I'm not going to take his bed right now. But you can see I'm already bigger than him. And what's going to happen is as I get bigger over time, what happens is my character will stabilize. And what that means is it's less likely that I'm going to get knocked off of a block. I don't know why that is. It's just kind of how I think the game's physics work. I have a bigger body, so I'm less likely to slip and fall. The other downside though is that also means that I'm more likely to be hit because by bows and arrows because my hitbox is bigger, right? So we're just collecting orbs right now. You can see I'm already 178 health. So I just keep getting bigger and bigger. And at some point I can have so much health that it's impossible for him to catch up. This is why Elder Trees have such a bad reputation though, because look how big I am now. So I am 249 health. Like that's crazy. And so at some point these see how I just stabilized? At some point these things are just kind of a beast because I'm healing right now. You can see he hit me a couple times. I'm just gonna heal up. So he's got to like get range on me and I'm already fully healed. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna fully heal that up. I'll tell you a couple things I don't like about it. I don't like the bow and arrow piece. I'm gonna show you how this works. Somehow, some reason, this kit messes up the bows. Really weird. It's like it kind of messes with the physics of the bows. So if you're used to bowing without this kit, things are gonna feel a little wonky. Look how stretched that looks. It's way more stretched than usual and it's too much. It's like just too much. Like I don't know how to explain it. Wow, I just hit his arrow. It's really weird. Now when you ride a dodo bird, the other thing is it looks really weird. Now next up is my 4th favorite kit here. It is the Spirit Catcher. So we're gonna go jump into the Spirit Catcher. Let me switch my kit. This one is also a Game Pass one. So if you have the Battle Pass, you can get this one. Now Battle Pass, these are limited edition kits. So you basically have like what 1 week, 4 days to be able to get these and grind for them. So make sure you do that right now. So let's go ahead and get another match made real quick with the Spirit Catcher. She's so good. So like I said, she's my 4th favorite. I rotate between these top 4. You're gonna see in a little bit. I tend to rotate these. I don't really use Elder Kit that much because of the bow issue. You know, that weird arch is kind of messed up. It is, you know, it kind of balances it out for me because I miss so much with them. But I really like this one because this one you can bombard people with. So it is kind of pricey to, you know, buy these, but in my opinion, it's pretty well balanced. And what you're gonna notice is the spirits. You can't use this kit until you have enough iron. They're a pretty good price. They're only 35, and you only need like 4 of them to kill a player. I've been able to bombard someone with 4 of them from a distance. We're gonna do that this round. We're definitely gonna bombard him with a bunch of these. He's gonna be so annoyed. So the nice thing, like I said, this is a remote bomber. There's not that many weaknesses for Spirit Catcher in my opinion. I think that she's really, really good. Spirits do not have to be on ground, so they can fly up at stuff. So if you got someone that's ballooning towards you, you can use them to counter balloon. Believe it or not, they will take out a full set of balloons very easily. All right, we're gonna spam these right here, and he's up there, so we got to be really careful. Let's get a couple others. Get some balloons. Let's get out of here. All right, we got to get this real quick. Oh, he just fell. So where's he at? Oh, he's right there. So what we need to do is put him close to him. Knocked him. Got him. So you could use spirits to knock balloons. He did a really good job. But you can see with the inability to really truly balloon right there, the spirits kept knocking him back. Next up, we have the Grim Reaper. This is also one of my favorites, and I'm going to tell you the pros and cons. There's not really that many cons to it, to be honest. That's a really good kit. In fact, there are no cons that I can think of right now. Let me know in the comments below if you think of anything that's a negative for the Grim Reaper besides the fact that it's a Game Pass kit. All right, so this kit, like I said, has very few disadvantages in my opinion. It's not overpowered also because they did recently nerf nerf it, but it is still pretty crazy because you can get out really quick. So it's kind of like a dive in, dive out kind of kit, and it has a crazy range for kills. So if you bow someone, you can still like reap the benefits, no pun intended, for to getting that kill. So we're gonna try to go get a kill real quick. There we go. Oh, what was that? Oh, he's got a Tesla coil, I think he's got coils. Yeah, it was Tesla coils, I figured. So yeah, he's got a Tesla coil in there, which is a smart move. Again, you can see I've been healing myself like pretty effectively too, and this should be a little easier this time. Next up, we have Barbarian, and Barbarian's so great. So Barbarian is my second favorite, and that is because of the Rage Blade. And the only reason why Barbarian is better than Grim Reaper for me is specifically because once you see that Rage Blade in hand, there's nothing that really scares you more, in my opinion. There's nothing in BedWars that scares me more than a Rage Blade. Not only does he look cool, though, look at him. He looks so much cooler than before. He looks less like a Viking and more like a gladiator now. One of the negatives is you cannot buy any swords. You see, other than the baguette, and that's not a sword. But you can buy armor, so the armor is still a plus, but you cannot buy any swords. Rage Blade is the ultimate weapon, but in order to be able to get that, especially in a 1v1 like this, you'd have to kill them a lot, like a ton. So unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to get a Rage Blade this match because it is a 1v1. I'm not gonna torture him and have him sit there over and over and over, but we are going to definitely do some damage, and I'm gonna show you at least the sword leveling up aspect so you can see how it works. Oh, he's getting a dodo bird. That's great. So we're gonna head straight over to him now. There's some damage right there. And we got a little bit more damage. We didn't get a new sword on that one, but actually, you know what I should do is I should try to get crossbow. Do we have enough time? Oh yeah, there's a drop right here. We can get crossbow. Perfect. So we're gonna get out of here. There we go. We got a new sword already. The best way to get your swords upgraded, by the way, definitely through arrows. If you're able to do it, definitely do it that way. Like I said, I don't want his bed because I want to actually level up my stuff. So the next level up here, you see I've got the iron sword. The next level is gonna be a diamond sword. Now the downside here is if you do die, then you could lose a sword upgrade. One more hit and we get rage. This is gonna be ugly. Now they did make it a little easier, by the way. Recently they made it a little easier for you to build rage, so it used to not be this easy. Much easier now. Oh, we got it. We got rage. Here's the rage. So this is the only thing that really scares me in the game. I have to be honest. Like, this is the only thing that's ever scared me in the game. This guy right here. All right, we're going to go in with rage. He's going to be so mad. Again, this is just impossible. Like, having to deal with this, impossible. Now to my favorite kit of all, and what I always highly recommend to everyone, as long as you have skill. Same thing for this one. I would only recommend this if you know how to play and know how to kill. It is a kill-oriented kit. So I would say if you don't know how to kill, the best kit for you would probably be Elder Tree. So if you're not very good at the game, Elder Tree is really, really good. Same with, I would say Spirit Catcher is good, but if you're looking for a game pass, Elder Tree is it. Especially if you're a casual player, don't really know how to, kill, don't know how to win, Elder Tree is it. So let's go over here to the last one, and we're going to show you this final kit, which is the Archer Kit. Archer Kit is my favorite, is such a great kit, especially if you know how to bow. If you know how to bow, this is just like the no-brainer. I prefer this one over any kind of, melee damage, although the Rage Blade, like I said, is a close tie. Now with Archer Kit, surprisingly enough, I don't really get tactical bow as often as you probably think. I typically just go straight for crossbow because there's already a damage bonus for this. So there's not much of a reason for me to go all out for tactical. But if I get a ton of, emeralds, then I'll just go and buy it. I mean, of course I'm going to do it. Typically speaking, I don't really need it. Now, the nice thing about this kit, like I said, extra damage for your arrows. So your hits off of your bow are going to be way heavier hitting. So this is why this kit is a little bit of pay to win, because you can't get that kind of damage off of a regular, arrow. The other thing I like about this kit is you technically don't need armor if you're good at bows. Oh man, I didn't even get a crossbow, but you get the idea. Anyway, that is my favorite kit. Let me know in the comments below if you have any particular questions on play styles and such. Again, some of these, kits are going to be easier for beginners. Some are going to be better for more advanced players. They're not for everyone for sure. Like I said, some of these are just going to be required, like Pyro requires a lot more multitasking. Raven's going to put you more in a vulnerable position. I could tell you everything about these kits. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next vid. Peace.